Hi everyone, here I want to talk about something that a lot of gamers feel deep inside, but they rarely talk about that. Here I want to explain that why indie games are not just different, but sometimes they're even better than AAA games. And they're not better because they have better graphic or they have a lot of budget, but they are better because they're honest, because they mean something. And I'm not saying that all of the AAA games are bad. Actually, I have played a lot of them and I love them. But let's take a moment and understand what makes indie games so powerful. The first reason is that indie games are made with passion, not profit. AAA games are made by hundreds of people, often under management pressure, and their goal is to sell as much as possible. And they have to be safe, appealing, and market tested. They often follow trends and repeat the whole work. For example, the battle passes, open world, DLC, microtransactions. But indie games, they're made by one person or a tiny people of number. What did I say? By a tiny group, yes. And they pour their soul into a vision. And they're not thinking, okay, will this game sell 10 millions of copies? And they're thinking, I need to tell this story. I need that this game exists. And so they are not just passion, they are purity. And the second reason is that freedom leads to innovation. Indie game devs can do whatever that they want to do. There's no boss saying, okay, that is too risky, or players might not like that, so they can take the risk. And think about these games, for example, Undertale, and in this game you don't even have to kill anyone. About Celeste, a game about climbing a mountain and fighting anxiety, which is kind of rare and it was very beautiful. Or the game Papers, Please, a game that is about a border officer making moral decisions. And meanwhile, AAA often gives us the ninth sequel, another war shooter or another battle royale. The third reason is that constraints create creativity. AAA has the power to create anything, and they often create nothing new because their budgets are huge, and with big budget comes big fear. But indie games are often built with no money, no team, no safety net, and that's where the magic is. They find creative solutions, they do more with less, and they optimize, simplify, and invent because they have to. Limitation becomes a source of power. And the fourth reason is that closer connection with player. In AAA, players are numbers, data, focus groups, but in indie games, well, you're a person. And the dev might read your comment, reply to your post, even think about your solutions, and thank you in the credits. When you buy an indie game, you support a human being, not a corporation. And you can literally help shape the game by giving feedback. You're not just playing, you're part of it. And the fifth reason is that they tell stories that actually matter. AAA stories are often polished, cinematic, but also predictable. They must be safe and avoid controversy, marketable in every country. But indie games can talk about depression, for example, like actual sunlight, or about grief, or loneliness, like the game A Short Hike. So indie game can go where the AAA won't go. And the sixth reason is that the game mechanic has meaning. AAA games often bloat their mechanics with useless side quests, overdone crafting, huge maps with nothing to do, but indie games, they're focused. Every mechanic is intentional. Nothing is wasted. If you play Limbo or Inside, you see that how simplicity can be profound. And if you play One Shot, the game literally breaks the fourth wall in your heart. And the seventh reason is that there are no microtransactions, so no greed. Let's be honest, AAA is addicted to money. They have battle passes, skins, loot boxes, paywalls, NFTs. But indie games, usually one price, buy it once, play it and enjoy it. No trickery, nothing, no season 27 update to grind. So it's about the game itself, not the money. So being Indie means that you have to be brave. It means risking your time, your health, your income just to make something beautiful. So indie games are raw, emotional, experimental, and real. They remind us why we fell in love in the games in the first place. Thank you very much for your attention. See you soon. Bye.